Good morning, this is Ralph with a video update on a new feature that just was released for the PowerLead system. The PowerLead system updated their platform a little bit, and what they've done now is that they have included a new feature that gives testimonials from successful people who have used the PowerLead system to create huge incomes. They've got interviews with Amanda Ray and a bunch of other people. Here's Amanda Ray and her story, how a single mom went from zero online experience to over $100,000 using the PowerLead system. And this is going to be an extremely handy tool for PowerLead system affiliates because we've heard the stories about people that go from $0 in the bank to making six-figure incomes and seven-figure incomes. But if you don't have that story to tell for yourself, I started out very meager income. Now I've worked my way up to 5 figures in my own home business, but I'm not a six-figure earner yet. Now, with this feature, you get to hear the true stories from 6- and 7-figure earners, telling how they made their money using the PowerLead system. They give some tips, they give some tricks. They tell a lot in these stories. And Amanda Ray here, this interview is 36 minutes long, and I mean she came up from a very I would say kind of humble background to being a six-figure earner in the industry. And then if you want to see some other stories over here in this section here, they've got 6 interviews recorded, and they're going to get a bunch more. It looks like they're planning to do a total of 16, if I understand this correctly. And if you want to hear somebody else's story, just go ahead, click on that, and see who that takes us to. This is Jeff Mills Interviews. Who is that? Brian Kiplinger. Okay, a guy I'm not familiar with, but an odd job worker scouring Craigslist used the PowerLead system to pay for his $40,000 a month replacement. Must have been a hip replacement, which literally saved his life. So that story there. Haven't heard it yet. Going to play that later on today. Who else do we have here? We've got, okay, this is Brian Bracken. That's another guy I'm not too familiar with. But yeah, telling how he got going with the PowerLead system. Who else do we have here? We've got coming up Ace and Rich. Now these people, Ace and Rich, this is a couple that they made their fortune in, I believe, network marketing. I forget what company, and then that company went bust. So their story is that they made it all, they lost it all, and then they got involved with the PowerLead system, and within a relatively short period of time, they made it all back. So a compelling and highly interesting story about just, wits, determination, and never giving up. I love this story. I've heard it before, and yeah, I'm definitely going to play it again. This is a 1-hour interview. And then finally, I'm going to close on this guy here, James Samba. Now, his story is a little bit different. He shares how he got started using, I think it was a free lead system, then he upgraded to Lead Lightning, and it took him a long time to get any traction. I mean, he's not an instant success story, or even, he doesn't tell a story of succeeding within a few months. I think it took him a couple of years to get traction. But once he finally figured out how to market, and he upgraded to the PowerLead system, he was able then to start making a good income online. And I think here he says that within his first 4 years within the PowerLead system, He started out, I think, with the lead lightning, free lead system, then lead lightning, and then went up to power lead. It took him a little time to take all those steps, but within his first 4 years, excuse me, he had accumulated $70,000 in income over that time period. And remember, he got started off slow, but he didn't give up. He kept on trying, kept on trying, kept on trying. Finally had to borrow the money to upgrade to the power lead system, something, I don't recommend doing. Don't spend money you don't have. But in his case, it worked, and he was able to put together a nice home business that is paying off handsomely as of this time. So James Samba is a neat guy. He's not my sponsor. Actually, I'm kind of wishing I had chosen him as my sponsor, but he's one of the guys that I first started listening to on YouTube, talking about the power lead system. And he's one of the main reasons why I joined the power lead system, just listening to his story over and over again. For about a 2-year period. I was a hard sale, but yeah, finally convinced me to go ahead and sign up with the power lead system. I signed up under somebody else. Sorry, James, but I'm in the system and I'm loving it. But these are some of the stories that you hear with this new feature. They call it PowerChat, and yeah, you get to hear interviews with the top shakers and movers and shakers within the power lead system. And they all started off from very humble beginnings. James Samba was unemployed, looking for a job, lost a job, was trying to figure out how to get things going. He thought he could make money online. He finally figured it out, and he shares his tips, a few of his tips, in this video right here. So I think the message that is being conveyed here is whether or not you are in the power lead system. I believe the power lead system is a very important tool, but the lesson here of determination and not giving up and just learning, being teachable, learning as you go, learning from your own mistakes, and just keep on going until you finally succeed. That kind of entrepreneurial determination, that story, that works with power lead system. It'll work actually with a lot of different online opportunities, whether you're in wealthy affiliate like I am, power lead system, easy one up, any other kind of program or opportunity. If you try it and then you get discouraged and you give up, you're not going to succeed, bottom line. But if you try it out, keep on trying it, keep on going, learn from your mistakes, learn from people that have made it ahead of you, and find out what they did, how they did it. If you're willing to learn and just stick to it, give it a couple of years. James Samba, my God, he gave it a couple of years. I think he failed for a couple of years, and he never gave up. And now look, he's a six-figure earner within the power lead system. So very successful young man, and just an incredible story that he has to share. And this story, I don't care what kind of business you're in. If you're in business to succeed, you need to set your mind to succeed and just keep on trying, keep on going. And you get these inspirational stories, inspirational true stories, with this PowerChat feature within the power lead system. Now, if you want to give it a shot, I'm going to put my link down below. They've got this big old button down here, start my free trial. Click on that. It will let you create your own power lead system profile. The first 7 days are free, and you get to try it out. listen to these stories, join the Facebook group, get a chance to actually talk with a few of these people within the Facebook group, see what the Power Lead system is, how it works, how it's set up, check out the compensation plan. You get to do all that for your 7-day free trial. So you can try it out absolutely free, no risk, and I think you can see from these stories, there's no guarantee of income, but there is a good chance of great reward if you learn, if you stick it out, if you work the system right. And these people are giving some very valuable tips in addition to the other training that you also get within the Power Lead system. So check it out for yourself, absolutely free for 7 days. See what you think. This is Ralph, signing out.